the heart of a vibrant city, where neon lights flickered like stars above the bustling streets, Lila stepped into an art show that promised to challenge her understanding of reality. The walls were adorned with mesmerizing pieces of artwork generated through the intricate dance of quantum manipulation. Each piece seemed to pulse with life, beckoning her closer. She wandered deeper into the gallery. One artwork captured her breath, an ethereal landscape swirling with colors that defied description. If time itself had been distilled into a single moment of beauty. He felt an inexplicable connection to this creation, a sensation that tugged at her very essence. She noticed him, the artist behind this captivating work. Ezra stood nearby, his eyes reflecting the brilliance of his creations. He exuded charisma mixed with an air of vulnerability that intrigued her instantly. Their gazes met, and in that fleeting second, the world around them faded away. Lila felt drawn to him as if gravity had shifted. He embodied everything she admired, the fusion of art and science. They began to converse about the intricacies of quantum technology and its potential for redefining existence. Their words flowed effortlessly between them. Ezra spoke passionately about his vision for a future where reality could be shaped by imagination alone. He shared her own dreams, how she believed technology could forge connections between people, transcending barriers and illuminating dark corners of human experience. The intensity in their conversation ignited sparks within both their hearts. It became clear they were kindred spirits navigating similar paths. That crowded room filled with strangers, Lila and Ezra found solace in one another's presence, a sanctuary away from life's complexities. They lost track of time as laughter mingled with profound discussions about their aspirations and fears. Every word exchanged wove threads of intimacy, binding them closer together. As the night unfolded, surrounded by pulsating energy emanating from art, brought to life through quantum ingenuity. They dared to dream aloud about possibilities, yet uncharted a world transformed by love and creativity, interwoven seamlessly through technology. Yet beneath their excitement lay an undercurrent, a sense that something greater loomed on the horizon. With every heartbeat synchronized between them came whispers warning against complacency in this fragile reality they aspired to shape. Lila left the gallery that night. A lingering warmth enveloped her heart, an impression left not just by Ezra's artistry, but also by his spirit, which resonated deeply within her soul. That this meeting marked only the beginning. Adventures awaited beyond what either could foresee, a journey demanding courage alongside vulnerability, amid uncertain futures awaiting discovery together. With each step taken away from those vibrant walls illuminated under electric skies, painted vividly across sprawling landscapes ahead, lay uncharted territories, both tangible and emotional, waiting patiently for explorers willing enough to. Its depths hand in hand, filled with promise and hope amidst chaos, yet unseen, in the heart of a city alive with flickering neon lights. Found herself lost in thought. The chaos of her lab echoed in her mind, where lines of code danced like fireflies under a moonlit sky. Experiment had gone awry, fracturing the very fabric of reality she cherished. Lich's tiny rifts that whispered promises and fears had begun to manifest around her, leaving trails of confusion that wrapped themselves tightly around her heart. Stood beside her, his presence both grounding and unsettling. Together they had created beauty through art and science, yet now they faced a different canvas, one marred by uncertainty and emotional upheaval. Lila's love for him felt as tangible as the air they breathed, but it also seemed to twist and turn in ways she could not comprehend. Glitch had been harmless, a flicker of light that danced before their eyes while they shared laughter amidst the brilliant chaos of their lives. Time passed. The occurrences grew more sinister. Objects shifted without warning, images stuttered in midair, and shadows twisted into forms that haunted them both. Each incident pulled at Lila's heartstrings, revealing how deeply intertwined their emotions were with this fractured reality. Days turned into sleepless nights filled with worry. Knox emerged from the shadows like an apparition conjured by desperation itself. He was enigmatic, a master hacker who reveled in bending technology to his will. Aura of knowing confidence, he approached them one fateful evening while the horizon blended hues of dusk and dawn. Ox spoke with an edge that sliced through their doubts. He hinted at control over their abilities, a way to tame the chaos swirling around them. Yet beneath his words lay darker motivations, an unspoken desire to exploit their connection for personal gain, a promise to harness their love's power rather than let it unravel them further. Lila glanced at Ezra during those moments when Knox's propositions hung heavy in the air like fog. His face reflected uncertainty etched deep within his soul. Despite his outward charm and charisma, Ezra bore scars from a past littered with pain and self-doubt. How could he possibly believe himself worthy of such profound love amidst all this turmoil? In whispered tones laden with vulnerability, they wrestled with Knox's offer long after he departed, a siren song calling from distant shore where certainty might exist, if only they surrendered control over their own destiny. A's blurred together until clarity finally broke through like dawn creeping over twilight shadows, an epiphany ignited by a shared understanding between them about what truly mattered. Held no bounds even against chaotic whims or fractured realities. With renewed resolve blossoming between them like spring flowers pushing through winter's frost-laden earth. Lila took Ezra's hand one night beneath cascading stars scattering across vast darkness above them. Their sanctuary filled with dreams yet unrealized awaited just beyond reach. Together they resolved never again to place faith in another's vision at the expense of their bond, instead choosing trust forged from fragile threads spun within each heartbeat shared under shimmering skies alive with electric possibilities waiting patiently on horizons still unknown. In the weeks that followed, Ezra found themselves entwined in a dance of intimacy, action deepening with each shared moment. Yet, amidst the joy of their blossoming relationship, shadows began to creep into their world. Started subtly a flicker in the air, or a brief stutter in sound during one of Lila's experiments. But soon, those subtle glitches grew bolder, manifesting as echoes of doubt that reverberated through their lives. Ezra felt it first. A weight of his insecurities pressed down on him like an unseen force, whispering insidious thoughts that clouded his mind. Despite Lila's unwavering affection, he questioned whether he was deserving of her love. A brilliance he once felt while creating art dimmed under the shadows of comparison and fear. He worried about how deeply intertwined their fates had become. Amid the neon glow filtering through their apartment windows, Ezra stood before a canvas that remained blank, a stark contrast to the vibrant imagination swirling within him. He hesitated as moments stretched into eternity. Frustration simmered beneath his skin like an electric current desperate for release. Entered quietly, sensing the tension that hung heavy in the air. He approached him gently, ready to share her warmth and understanding, but unaware that a storm brewed within Ezra's heart. She reached out to touch his shoulder. An unexpected glitch erupted, a distortion in reality itself caused by overwhelming emotions. Of energy coursed through the room. Colors warped and twisted around them as though they were inside a kaleidoscope turning wildly out of control. It was disorienting yet beautiful, an unintended manifestation reflecting their internal chaos. This moment where reality bent at its seams, panic flared within Ezra's chest. Caught between fear and fascination, Lila attempted to calm him, her voice soothing yet barely breaking through the noise echoing from shattered perceptions surrounding them. However, instead of bridging the gap between them as intended, uncertainty gripped Ezra tighter than before. He recoiled from both her reach and what they had created together. Night marked a turning point. Words were exchanged harshly amidst trembling breaths filled with unshed tears, a confrontation fueled by raw emotion rather than understanding or compassion. Their arguments turned sharper than any quantum blade, could cut a ripple effect igniting deeper fissures in an already fragile bond. Days passed without contact. Silence hung thick around them like fog obscuring clarity from view, until finally realization dawned upon both individuals cloaked in solitude. They had lost sight not only of one another but also themselves. Mid-trials faced together, too formidable for either alone. Eventually drawn back together by forces beyond comprehension, both intrinsic and external, they stood beneath shimmering city lights once more after what felt like an eternity apart. Stirred deep within each heart a yearning not just for reconciliation, but a rekindling of purpose shared amongst glimmers illuminating scattered dreams once held tightly between two souls seeking solace among stars now mere. Above bustling streets below, they faced one another under that vast expanse, woven with threads painted bold across darkness enveloping all else around them. Their fears dissolved slowly like mist fading at dawn, revealing newfound clarity. Buried deep within it became apparent there lay something greater worth fighting for, of itself transcending even fractured realities, threatening to tear them apart forevermore if allowed unchecked. With every heartbeat resonating louder than before came a resolve formed anew. They would face whatever trials awaited, hand in hand, navigating uncertainties, forged from lessons learned along paths paved toward brighter tomorrows, eternally intertwined boundless possibilities, unveiling infinite horizons promising hope. Lingering close behind every corner, navigated carefully onward, in the heart of a city where shadows intertwined with vibrant lights. Lila and Ezra stood at crossroads, a moment suspended in time that would shape their futures. They faced Nox, the enigmatic hacker whose motives remained clouded in mystery. Tension crackled like electricity in the air. A weight of choice pressed heavily upon them. Nox's voice was smooth yet laced with an undercurrent of urgency as he laid out his grand vision. He spoke of a world where reality could be manipulated effortlessly, promises of power shimmering before their eyes like fleeting stars. Lila felt the chill beneath his words. The allure of control came at a steep price: their love, their integrity. Would they really trust someone who thrived on chaos? Ezra's gaze flickered between Lila and Nox, uncertainty etched across his face. Outgnawed at him, was he strong enough to protect what mattered most? In this fractured reality, every emotion seemed amplified. Fear whispered dark thoughts into his mind like persistent echoes in an empty chamber. Nox continued to weave his narrative, painting vivid pictures of possibilities tinged with corruption. Lila reached for Ezra's hand, grounding herself amidst the storm brewing within them both. Their connection pulsed warmly between them, a reminder that even in confusion there existed clarity, love that transcended mere manipulation. With determination igniting her spirit, Lila took a step forward and addressed Nox without wavering. He spoke passionately about their journey, the beauty they had created together through art and science, a testament to genuine connection forged through shared dreams rather than exploitation. To choose love over greed meant embracing vulnerability while still daring to envision greatness. Ezra felt strength swell within him as Lila's words resonated deep inside. She had become his anchor amid swirling doubts. Together they stood united against Nox's temptation, vowing never to sacrifice their bond for hollow promises dressed in glittering facades. Nox's expression shifted subtly, as if sensing the unraveling grip he held over them. Frustration flickered behind those calculating eyes. With one last attempt to sway them towards darkness, he made a final offer. Power beyond imagination lay just beyond reach, if only they chose to abandon the tether of emotional ties. And Ezra exchanged glances imbued with understanding. They had traversed trials fueled by passion and resilience. Now was not the time to falter or succumb to fear-driven choices that threatened everything they fought for. In unison, they rejected Nox's temptations once more. A declaration echoed through the charged atmosphere surrounding them. Their hearts beat as one against forces seeking division. Each thump resonated with unwavering conviction that true power lay not in control, but rather acceptance coupled with fearless love, able to conquer all challenges thrown their way. Nox recoiled slightly from their defiance. Something shifted in the air around them. An invisible barrier formed by unwavering resolve shielded Lila and Ezra from further harm wrought by external influences seeking dominance over fragile emotions. Found courage coursing through their veins like liquid fire, kindling hope amid despair. They turned away from Nox together, embarking on an audacious path toward creating something uniquely. There's a version of reality imbued not with illusion, but authenticity, fashioned through collaboration, born out of unconditional affection. Nurtured among luminous neon lights enveloping urban landscapes alive with potential waiting patiently ahead, in the aftermath of their confrontation with Nox, Lila and Ezra stood at a crossroads that felt both frightening and exhilarating. The air buzzed with the energy of possibility, each heartbeat echoing the weight of their choices. They had faced darkness together, navigating through the treacherous waters of self-doubt and manipulation. Now, as they prepared to forge their own reality, they knew that love was their greatest weapon. A city shimmered under a blanket of stars. Neon lights flickered like distant galaxies awaiting exploration. Hand in hand, they stepped into the unknown, two souls united against a backdrop of chaos. With every stride they took, Lila felt hope flooding back into her heart. That Ezra, who walked beside her with newfound determination etched across his features. The shadows that once clouded his spirit had begun to lift. They reached the edge of a rooftop overlooking the sprawling metropolis below. Lila closed her eyes momentarily and took a deep breath. A scent of rain lingered in the air, a reminder that even storms could give way to clarity. Opened her eyes again. She was greeted by Ezra's gaze, a blend of vulnerability and strength that made her pulse quicken. Together, they began to weave their thoughts into reality. It was an act both intimate and profound. Lila envisioned landscapes painted by emotions not yet expressed, while Ezra conjured images bursting forth from hidden corners of his mind, filling them with colors vibrant enough to rival any sunrise or sunset they had ever witnessed. They merged their powers. Threads of quantum energy danced between them, a luminous tapestry igniting sparks in midair where their dreams intersected. Each creation breathed life around them, swirling flowers blooming from shards of light, constellations forming shapes only lovers could decipher, cascading waterfalls glimmering beneath starlit skies filled with hope. But amidst this beautiful chaos lay Nox's lingering threat, a reminder that their newfound power could easily be twisted for malicious intent if left unchecked. Together, they vowed never to let fear dictate their actions again, nor allow anyone else to control what belonged solely to them, their love forged in resilience rather than fragility. Gentle wind whispered secrets among buildings towering high above a soft melody, urging them forward toward an uncertain future brimming with potential, yet still cloaked in shadows lurking just beyond reach, waiting patiently for those brave enough to uncover truths hidden beneath layers stitched tightly over time, passed uneasily before now. Underneath this vast cosmic expanse filled with galaxies spinning silently above like watchful guardians protecting fragile hearts, bound tightly together, Lila turned towards Ezra one last time before plunging deeper into uncharted territories alongside him forevermore, their hands clasped tightly, infused with unwavering trust kindled anew through trial, faced side by side, no longer fearing what lay ahead, but embracing possibility illuminated brightly before them. Onward, in the aftermath of their confrontation with Nox, Lila and Ezra stood together on a rooftop overlooking the sprawling city, illuminated by an array of vibrant neon lights. The air shimmered with electric energy, mingling with the palpable tension that lingered from their encounter. Choice a decision to embrace love over power, and now they faced the daunting task of shaping their reality in a way that honored that commitment. With each breath they took beneath the expanse of stars, clarity washed over them. Lila glanced at Ezra, taking in the determination etched across his features. If they were on the precipice of something extraordinary, ready to weave a new narrative from the fabric of their fractured existence. Flicker of hope ignite within her heart, its warmth spreading like sunlight breaking through dark clouds. Ezra turned to her, his gaze intense yet tender. This moment, he understood what lay before them, not merely an act of defiance against Nox's manipulation, but an opportunity to forge something authentic together. He could sense Lila's unwavering belief in their shared vision. It resonated deeply within him and quelled his lingering doubts. They both stood there under a canopy of shimmering lights and swirling colors created by Ezra's artful hand. An idea began to take shape between them, a concept entwined with love and possibility. Visioned a project that would blend science and art in ways never attempted before, one that would harness quantum technology not for control but for healing and connection. He spoke softly about creating immersive experiences, where emotions could be visually represented, artworks infused with human feelings, capable of transforming perceptions and fostering understanding among those who experienced it. This merging of creativity and technology held promise. It offered a glimpse into how beauty could emerge from chaos. Ezra listened intently as her words flowed like music into the night air, painting vivid images in his mind. Inspiration surged through him, the potential for collaboration igniting sparks that danced around them. Together they imagined installations crafted from intertwining threads woven deep within their hearts, a testament to resilience forged amidst adversity. But this path would require more than just vision. It demanded courage to confront whatever challenges awaited them ahead. Doubt threatened to creep back into Ezra's thoughts. He felt Lila's hand gently squeeze his own, a reassuring gesture grounding him firmly amid uncertainty. They exchanged glances filled with unspoken promises, an agreement sealed without words spoken aloud that whatever trials may arise next would be met together, as allies bound by love rather than divided by fear. Following weeks, Lila and Ezra poured themselves into this ambitious endeavor, designing breathtaking spaces filled with color and light where visitors could explore emotional landscapes previously thought unreachable. Each brushstroke became imbued with intention. Every installation resonated deeply not only within themselves, but also amongst those who dared enter such realms created anew from depths once fraught with despair. Their journey wasn't without obstacles. Glitches continued to haunt moments during experimentation, but instead of letting fear dictate actions or decision, the couple learned how these occurrences reflected deeper truths lying dormant within them both. They recognized these disturbances as opportunities for growth, rather than mere setbacks threatening progress achieved thus far. /n/n. As time passed under neon skies alive, vibrantly pulsating around them, they found strength growing stronger together, navigating complexities, woven tightly around fragile realities surrounding lives, shaped along pathways illuminated. Waiting patiently upon horizons untouched, waiting patiently yet unseen. Eventually came opening night, their creations unveiled amid anticipation, shimmering thickly within urban air, wrapped tightly round hearts beating fast. Heavy hopes nestled close alongside excitement, coursing ever onward, traversing undiscovered territories, revealing wonders held tight beneath layers, once hidden now exposed, boldly asking all who entered daring, soul-searching journeys. And solely for souls willing enough explore depth often left unexplored before. Together hand in hand, surrounded by laughter echoing sweetly all around, familiar faces, lit up brightened spirits soaring higher still beyond stars cast. Down upon everything else, bustling streets below, Lila looked deeply into Ezra's eyes, finding infinite reflections mirrored back, speaking volumes without utterance needed anymore, conveying love enduring through everything thrown toward. Certain futures looming just beyond reach, in the aftermath of their confrontation with Nox. Lila and Ezra stood at a crossroads that felt both frightening and exhilarating. The air buzzed with the energy of possibility, each heartbeat echoing the weight of their choices. They had faced darkness together, navigating through the treacherous waters of self-doubt and manipulation. Now, as they prepared to forge their own reality, they knew that love was their greatest weapon. A city shimmered under a blanket of stars. Neon lights flickered like distant galaxies awaiting exploration. Hand in hand, they stepped into the unknown, two souls united against a backdrop of chaos. With every stride they took, Lila felt hope flooding back into her heart. That Ezra, who walked beside her with newfound determination etched across his features. The shadows that once clouded his spirit had begun to lift. They reached the edge of a rooftop overlooking the sprawling metropolis below. Lila closed her eyes momentarily and took a deep breath. A scent of rain lingered in the air, a reminder that even storms could give way to clarity. Opened her eyes again. She was greeted by Ezra's gaze, a blend of vulnerability and strength that made her pulse quicken. Together they began to weave their thoughts into reality. It was an act both intimate and profound. Lila envisioned landscapes painted by emotions not yet expressed, while Ezra conjured images bursting forth from hidden corners of his mind, filling them with colors vibrant enough to rival any sunrise or sunset they had ever witnessed. They merged their powers. Threads of quantum energy danced between them, a luminous tapestry igniting sparks in midair where their dreams intersected. Each creation breathed life around them, swirling flowers blooming from shards of light, constellations forming shapes only lovers could decipher, cascading waterfalls glimmering beneath starlit skies filled with hope. But amidst this beautiful chaos lay Nox's lingering threat, a reminder that their newfound power could easily be twisted for malicious intent if left unchecked. Together, they vowed never to let fear dictate their actions again, nor allow anyone else to control what belonged solely to them, their love forged in resilience rather than fragility. Gentle wind whispered secrets among buildings towering high above a soft melody, urging them forward toward an uncertain future brimming with potential, yet still cloaked in shadows lurking just beyond reach, waiting patiently for those brave enough to uncover truths hidden beneath layers stitched tightly over time, passed uneasily before now. Underneath this vast cosmic expanse filled with galaxies spinning silently above like watchful guardians protecting fragile hearts, bound tightly together, Lila turned towards Ezra one last time before plunging deeper into uncharted territories alongside him forevermore, their hands clasped tightly, infused with unwavering trust kindled anew through trial, faced side by side, no longer fearing what lay ahead, but embracing possibility illuminated brightly before them. Onward, in the aftermath of their confrontation with Nox, Lila and Ezra found themselves standing on a rooftop that offered a breathtaking view of the sprawling city below. Neon lights flickered like constellations against the night sky, each pulse echoing the energy surging between them. They had chosen love over power, and now they stood at the threshold of creating their own reality, a testament to their commitment. They breathed in the cool night air. Clarity washed over Lila. He turned to Ezra, taking in his determined expression illuminated by the vibrant glow surrounding them. It was as if they were poised to embark on an extraordinary journey, ready to weave together a narrative filled with hope and possibility. Flicker ignited within her heart. It felt like sunlight breaking through clouds after a storm. At her gaze, sensing the shift within her as well, a weight of uncertainty began to lift, revealing an opportunity not just for defiance, but for something authentic, an endeavor that merged science and art in ways that had never been explored before. He could feel Lila's unwavering belief coursing through him like electric current, quieted his lingering doubts and fueled his spirit. Amidst this backdrop of swirling colors created by his artistic visions, Lila shared her idea, an ambitious project blending quantum technology with emotional expression. He envisioned immersive experiences where emotions transformed into visual representations, capable of fostering understanding among those who engaged with them. This integration held promise, presented an avenue through which beauty could emerge from chaos. Ezra listened intently as she spoke. Her words flowed effortlessly into the night air, painting vivid pictures in his mind. Inspiration surged within him as he imagined installations crafted from intertwined threads woven from their hearts, a testament to resilience born from adversity. Yet embarking on this path would require courage, a willingness to confront whatever challenges lay ahead. Doubt threatened once more to creep into Ezra's thoughts. He felt Lila's hand squeeze his gently, a grounding reminder amid uncertainty. They exchanged glances filled with unspoken promises, an agreement sealed without words that no matter what trials awaited them next, they would face them together as allies bound by love rather than fear. The weeks that followed, Lila and Ezra poured themselves into this ambitious endeavor, designing breathtaking spaces adorned with light and color where visitors could explore emotional landscapes previously thought unreachable. Each brushstroke became imbued with intention. Every installation resonated deeply not just within themselves, but amongst those brave enough to enter these realms created anew. Their journey unfolded amidst obstacles. Glitches continued haunting moments during experimentation, but instead of allowing fear to dictate their actions, they recognized these disturbances as opportunities for growth rather than setbacks. In progress achieved thus far, I'm passed beneath neon skies, alive, vibrantly pulsating around them. Their strength grew stronger together, navigating complexities, woven tightly around fragile realities, shaping lives along pathways illuminated brightly ahead, waiting patiently upon horizons untouched yet unseen. Finally came opening night, their creations unveiled amid thick anticipation, hanging heavily in urban air, wrapped closely around hearts beating fast, laden heavy hopes, nestled alongside excitement, coursing onward, exploring undiscovered territories, revealing wonders once hidden now exposed, boldly daring all who entered soul-searching journeys, meant solely for those willing enough to explore depths often left unexplored before. Hand in hand, surrounded by laughter echoing sweetly all around, familiar faces, brightening spirits, soaring ever higher beyond stars cast down upon everything else. Bustling streets. Below, Lila looked deeply into Ezra's eyes, finding infinite reflections mirrored back, speaking volumes without utterance, needed conveying love enduring through everything, thrown toward uncertain futures looming just beyond reach. Together they had faced darkness, and now embraced a new dawn filled with boundless possibilities waiting patiently ahead, while weaving dreams rich in authenticity forged through unconditional affection illuminating their path forward. Forevermore.